Hey guys, what's up? Having a recovery strategy in place for after your long runs is so important, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly what I do after I've done my long run. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Fordy Runs. If this is your first time at Fordy Runs, smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go to our Facebook page and join our Facebook running community, especially if you are running a marathon or a half marathon this year. And check out the links below. There's loads of cool stuff in the description, so get down there and check that out. Right, so recovery. It is so important to put in place a decent recovery strategy for after your long runs. Now we're into marathon training season and everybody's out there crushing probably 20, 25k, maybe more, maybe less. But what you do after your long run is so important, and it will make such a difference to how your training goes. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I do after I finish my long runs. Right, so you just walked through the front door, you're probably absolutely shattered, and the last thing you want to be thinking about is stretching, but actually it is so important after your long run to do some stretching. Now I've done a video, and I'll put a link up somewhere around here, on what stretches are awesome to do after you've done your long run. You need to be doing them when your muscles are warm and things like that. So it is, I can't tell you how much of a difference it really does make. Now, I wasn't doing any stretching after my runs. I then did that video with James Dunn, so big shout out to James, and it really has made a difference to how I feel after, let's say, a couple of hours, and even in the next couple of days. Once I've stretched, I really feel a big difference. With regards to foam rolling is something you can do. I personally don't foam roll too much. I prefer to stretch. If I do foam roll, it is on my calves, and that's about it really. There's dividing opinion on whether it works and whether it doesn't work, but I concentrate more on stretching, a little bit of foam rolling, but the key is to do some stretching when you get back from that long run. Right, so you've stretched everything out. What you should also be doing as you get through the front door is getting yourself a drink. It is really important to hydrate 10 to 15 minutes after you've done that long run. Now, I'm lucky enough, as you know, I'm an Active Root ambassador. So for me, when I get back, I get myself some Active Root. This has got like electrolytes in it and stuff like that, obviously, so it's replacing sodium that I've lost, i.e. sweat when I'm out there. So get yourself something that you can hydrate you. There's plenty of products out there. Obviously, I recommend Active Root because it is wicked and it tastes awesome. And it's really easy on the stomach. But you really need to be hydrating 10 to 15 minutes after you've done your long run, and then obviously hydrate for the rest of the day. It is such an important thing. It really will help your recovery. I don't know the exact science of it, but you just know, right? It's common sense that after you've done an excessive amount of exercise, you need to hydrate to help you with your recovery. Right, so you've stretched, hydrated, done all that. Next up, think about some food. I usually have something within 30 minutes, and that's roughly the rule of thumb that they recommend to work off of. And it is important really to get some protein, or some carbs and some protein. I think it's slightly more carbs versus protein is what they recommend. Me personally, I have a massive bowl of ice cold milk with some cereal in it, or quite a lot of cereal in it, and I tend to, because that's quite light on your stomach. Other recommendations I've heard is like bagels with peanut butter on, bagels with jam on. People having chocolate milkshake, that's an absolute favourite, chocolate milkshake, because that's got a good mixture of carbs and protein in. So a lot of people have that after a long run. So stuff like that, so have a look at it, but I think the real key really is to get something inside you within half an hour. So it just gives you again that chance, and it just helps to aid the recovery. That's all we're trying to do, is aid the recovery. So yeah, try and get yourself something to eat half hour after you finish your long run. Right, so later on in the day, or after you've had something to eat, I don't know whether it's a good idea to have something to eat and then get in the bath, but I'm going to talk about the going in the bath. Baths are wicked after you've done a long run. Try and soak in there for like 20 minutes. Epsom salts are awesome to put in there. There's no scientific evidence, I don't think, that I've read that actually says that Epsom salts make a huge difference, but for me they do. There's something in there like the magnesium that helps with your muscles and all that sort of stuff. So check it out, Epsom salts. Everybody, you'll find, every runner recommends it really. But yeah, 20 minutes, and if you can just sit in there, you know what a bath does, it relaxes your muscles. Obviously if you've been out in the cold, a warm bath will help you anyway, it'll sort of thaw you out a bit. But yeah, try and get yourself in the bath, at least 20 minutes, stick some Epsom salts in there, and it will make you feel a bit better, and it will help your recovery. Right, so what I do after I've had a bath is I stick a pair of these on, the compression socks. These are from Chimera, so they've got the infrared technology. That technology, if you go on their website, it'll tell you exactly what it does, but basically it's got a coating in it which speeds everything up, so all your blood and stuff like that, and it just helps with the recovery process. All the Chimera stuff's got that, and it's really good stuff. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an ambassador. I have noticed a difference. But in particular with the compression socks, I will wear these as long as I'm, you know, not going to do anything stupid, but I will go out and I will wear these. I was wearing these on Saturday. I was wearing these under my tracksuit bottoms, and I will wear these all day up until the point I go to bed. I won't sleep in them, obviously, because that's not a very good idea. But these things really do make a difference to me on my calves and on my legs in general. I definitely feel less tired or less heavy in my legs the next day after I've done that. Talking about compression, I'm running in compression stuff at the moment. These are my Chimera sort of running bottoms. These have got the infrared technology I mentioned. And I run in them. You can, again, scientific evidence about compression and all that sort of stuff, whether it does, doesn't work. I don't really want to get into that because it's all up for debate. Personally, I find a difference when I do wear this stuff. But again, I'm not just saying it because I'm a Chimera ambassador. There are other products out there, but I do feel a difference in my recovery when I wear the Chimera stuff and when I wear compression in general. So, recommendation for you is to wear compression stuff and also wear compression stuff after you've finished. Some of the compression stuff at Chimera, they recommend like wear 4 hours after you've done a run, and say it's all on the website. But it is cool stuff, but in particular, these things are a godsend. Wearing socks around the house after you've done your run, it's a good little tip. It will make your legs feel a little less tired the next day. So the last one really is sleep. Now it seems obvious, but your body repairs itself when you go to sleep, right? So they recommend 7 to 8 hours. You may find if you're running later in the day that you may be struggling slightly with sleep, and that's because you have that sort of runner's high, so everything's up, and that may affect your sleep pattern sometimes. That's why I prefer to run in the mornings. It does help. That's one of the reasons, sorry, why I run in the mornings. But 7 to 8 hours is a good idea. You need to really try and get as much sleep as you can, especially when you're marathon training and you know, everything's building up. The more sleep you get, the more you're giving your body a chance to recover. So try and concentrate on that. I know it's difficult. Listen, I've got young kids and you know, they're sick, especially at the moment. It's hard. But if you can try and nail down that sort of 7 to 8 minimum, it will really, really help you. So sleep is a real key factor in your recovery. Right, so one last tip before I leave you, and this is a bit of an old wives' tale, so I don't know whether this is right or wrong, but it's what somebody told me, and it kind of works for me. Now, if you can sit, you're going to be sitting around after your long run because you're going to be tired, right? And I don't know about you, but I feel absolutely knackered after a long run. But if you can elevate your legs, now they do say like elevate them up against a wall like this, but if you can elevate your legs, allegedly some lactic acid can draw out of them. I'm not sure whether that's true or not, right? I won't say whether this is an old wives' tale. But I have noticed, since somebody gave me that tip years ago, that when I am sitting around on the sofa, instead of just like sitting normally or whatever, or having them crossed, if I have them out and I have them slightly elevated, I do feel a bit fresher. So, maybe do that. It's a little tip for you. Put some comments below if you think I'm talking rubbish. But try it out, why not? Give it a go, right? There's so many different things you can do, and if you've got any ideas for what people can do, stick them in the comments below. Share your advice on recovery. Recovery is really essential, especially right now. We're in the middle of this marathon training season, and everybody's getting out there and pounding the pavement, and we're doing really long runs and stuff like that. Recovery is just as important as everything else you're doing in your training plan. So hopefully these tips or you know, telling you what I do will give you some sort of ideas on how you can improve your recovery. That's all I wanted to do. Right, that's it. You know the drill. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave me. Stick some comments below, like I mentioned. Check out these videos I've done where I'm going to put. I'm going to stick them up somewhere. And I'll catch you guys later.